Right. Brain about this is as tough as I get. This is my favorite shirt.
Thank you.
These are all pepperoni. Okay, cheese over here then, right? Okay, no, no, just stack it on top. Those are all the pepperoni. What do you want to get is cheese? If you want, that's all pepperoni. It is all pepperoni there, girl.
Hey guys.
Just move them all. Yes.
Guys. None of these people want to hear indie rock. What are they gonna do about it? Alright guys. Try to do this. Where's my other guy?
Tell me your name, my dear one. Oh, tell me your name.
My name's Austin.
Austin.
Yes.
I'm so happy to meet you. My name is Rose.
Rose, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Happy New Year.
Yes, of course. Alright. It's getting out if you give me the window next to you. I'll make a copy from the notes that you leave around the room. I'll pour for two, then rinse it off. Feel like a shadow in an undiscovered room from miles away. Let's getting closer every day. It's getting out of view. We'll clear the room, we'll clear the room. Punching all the lights out. Life got me so stressed out, and nobody wants to talk to me. I wanna talk to you. Punching all the lights out. Life got me so stressed out, and nobody wants to talk to me. I wanna talk to you. It's getting out of you, give me the window next to you. I'll make a copy from the notes that you want without a tune. We'll sing into, then cast me off. We like the bounce of an anaglyphic tune from miles away. It's getting closer every day. It's getting out of you, we'll clear the room, we'll clear the room. Punching all the lights out. Life got me so stressed out, nobody wants to talk to me. I wanna talk to you. Punching all the lights out. Life got me so stressed out, nobody wants to talk to me. I wanna talk to you. I wanna talk to you. Talk to you. Punching all the lights out. Life got me so stressed out, nobody wants to talk to me. I wanna talk to you. I wanna talk to you. Circle, coming out of it. Just the worst time of the year. Now the storm didn't want to get in. Didn't know the ship is sinking. Will you play the savior? Will you make me holy? Will you play the savior? Will you make me hot? Will you play the savior? You make me holy. You play the savior. Will there ever be blood in the water? You always baptize a little too roughly. Say that I need this. But do I get to disagree? There's blood in the water. You always baptize a little too roughly. You say that I need this, but do I get to disagree? I think at some point I wanted to do something. Remember at one point I wanted to make a new world. It's getting too late and the old world has changed. Out of the hospital staying insane. I see my reflection, I don't see myself. I see my reflection, I see someone else in my house. Blood in the water, it's blood on my show. Now I see my question somebody else? So do I just bore you something much worse? I don't know if I got it to be somebody else. So let it be said, the baptism's over again. When he walks, his arms never meet mine. When he walks, his eyes never meet mine. Well, how do I trust him? Thank you. My name's Abero, and I'm going to be playing a couple songs for you guys today. I'm very happy to be a part of this event. Very special thank you to everyone who has organized this event. But yeah, I'm very happy to be a part of it. Very happy to be a part of Morgan Hill history. But yeah, I'm gonna play a couple more songs for you, if that's all right. Pause upon this ground, not give it up, just to burn it down. And if they die, you can blame it on me. I've been standing up gravestones in my hometown. I wish I had been born at sea. You wouldn't care and you wouldn't know me. We'll ebb and flow, just carry me home. It's only water and air as far as I can see. There was a time when you would let me know that your words weren't taken by your indigo. You could write it all down in a matter of lines to read back what we had from a previous time. My ancestral passage here was written down each year by year. The map's too old, look on the roads, and I'm living by the creases. Upon this ground, leave it up just to burn it down. And if they die, you can blame it on me. Instead of gravestones in my hometown. I wish I had been born at sea. You wouldn't care and you wouldn't know me. Ebb and flow just can carry me home. It's only water and air as far as I can see. Terry, you're gonna use my speaker?
Yeah. I think the speakers are a little lost. They're around here.
Oh, okay.
Can I make an announcement?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Terry, President of Pride Social South County, and also with the Office of Sylvia Arenas, and Yvonne Martinez Beltran, our councilwoman from Morgan Hill, have all organized to put this together. I want to let you know that there's pizza, so help yourself. If you would like seconds are welcome. Just come on down to the Pride Social table and we'll take care of you. And I totally forgot to tell you that there's drinks. So that if you need a drink, so that you're not having a dry throat, please come up. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, so you're not choking. And then a round of applause for Austin Abero, our singer, right here, totally awesome. Austin has been doing a lot, has been very busy singing. You can also find them on Spotify. You can find their hits there. So we're very lucky to have Austin. So round of applause, please, for Austin. And we'll be getting started shortly, but in the meantime, there are drinks and food. Please come on up and help yourself. Thank you. Yeah, come on. We gotta take care of you. We don't want our star to pass out.
pizza.
Had pizza for lunch as well.
Really?
Yeah, we had a fire drill today. They usually feed
Hi,
us.
Jazz. Good kid, good kid. Yeah, I don't know how long they're gonna go for. They're gonna speak. Because I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go again after they speak, and then they're gonna raise a flag.
Where are you gonna put the flag? Huh?
Yeah. Mm-mm.
It's a good spot. Anyway. Sits in the shade.
Yeah. Hey, Terry.
Yes.
I'm performing after the speakers as well, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
until 5:30?
Yes, and then that's when the flag raising, and then you're free.
Okay.
You're free as a bird.
Sounds good.
And then yeah, check your schedule. Tell me what you think about August 8th. So I put 12 to 4, but that's not you're not gonna be performing the whole time. It will be like last time.
Yeah. Awesome.
But yeah, whatever. See what your schedule looks like.
Yep. Will do. All right. Thank you.
No, thank you. You want any more drinks?
I think I'm okay for now.
Okay.
Thank you. Alright guys, we're gonna live edit the set right now. So we got... I'm definitely doing wall. We're doing... Alright, here's what we got. We got wall with the live intro from the thing. We got this song, but you know, that's okay. We don't need him. Alright. Okay. Let's come into a close. Yeah. Originally I had live transitions, but you know, that's okay. Tornado. Okay, we'll just do what we can, I guess. We might have to leave out osmosis. Okay. I hope my automation moves. Alright. Okay, what's... The automation did not move. Okay. this. Maybe it will move. Ah, it did. Okay. I think I moved it too much. That's good. Okay, so it goes rift into tornado. And then a little break. Okay, so what are we at? Okay, we're cutting osmosis. We've cut osmosis. As long as I can play ball, I'll be fine. Maybe we cut California Rain as well, but California Rain has a cool transition, so, you know. Technically, we don't need Take Me Away. That sounded good, good song. Yeah, we'll cut Take Me Away. Hey, what are we at? Cicada into, what is this? California Rain. Yeah. We don't need that. Okay. Alright, so we've cut Cicada. Or no, we did not cut Cicada, we cut Take Me Away. And we're putting Cicada in. We don't need that. Cicada back in track. Cicada. Okay guys, where's the speaker? Okay. We got rift. That's good. Tornado. Tornado's good. Buffer, Cicada. Into California Rain. I don't fucking know. Okay. Oh, thank you.
So I'm gonna have one of the speakers go ahead and go out because the other one, I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
So we're just gonna, whatever. It's gonna probably be 5 minutes. I'll say something,
Okay.
and then you'll sing, and then we'll wrap the
All right. Sounds good.
Oh, here she is.
Okay.
Oh my lord, I was losing my mind.
Okay.
Just kidding. I'm teasing.
Should probably turn off the reverb. I don't think they want to be reverbed. Come on now. Get the reverb out of here. Okay. That's good.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can do it. I got you.
All right. I'm not too sure. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all being here. My name is Terry, as I've already mentioned, with Prince South County. Thank you all for being here on this beautiful day. We will shortly be seeing the pride flag going up. I want to go ahead and introduce our local councilman, Ron Martinez-Wilson. Please come on up. A round of applause, everybody, for our council member. Pride. Happy Pride. There's so much pride that I have today. Pride because today is the 10th anniversary that we've been celebrating it here in Morgan Hill. And I have to give kudos to all of the people who came before and helped make that happen. One of them is standing right here that we're going to hear from shortly, from our staff, as well as our community who was really activated to make sure that this happened. I'll have you know that Los Gatos just raised their pride flag for the very first time this week. So that shows you, yes, that shows you what a leader that Morgan Hill is. And I'm so proud to be from a community like that, from people who are like that. I talk all the time. I would never want to be from or exist in a homogeneous area. And Morgan Hill is a wonderful, diverse, bright, and welcoming place. And so I'm glad that you're all here to celebrate that with us. The pride flag represents so much for everybody. I think it's very different, right? I mean, similar, but different. Everybody has their own stories as to why you feel that it's important to see that happen. For me, I grew up here, and I want to know that, this place built me, and I'm now building other little people, and not just my kids, but my neighbors and their kids and all of our kids. And I think it's really important that we have something like the pride flag as a beacon, letting people know this is a place where everyone is welcome. This is a place where, it's really about character, and it's about, that what you choose to do among your neighbors and how you choose to represent Morgan Hill and being a good person rather than, who does you decide to love. I can tell you, my partner, I mean, it was very hard to find him. It took a long time. So I don't think it really matters how you find that. You're very lucky if you do find it. And so I think that's what we're celebrating today, and letting the youth know, letting all of our community know that Morgan Hill's a place where you can come and build a family for generations to come, and everybody who's in that family is welcome. So I'm hoping that you will
be tuned in and understand. This year, as you know, we've had some budget restraints. We usually have a really big Pride celebration. Sorry, that's something in my eye. It's true. But we usually have a really big celebration. We've been doing that for a while. This year, we are doing the Pride flag raising, but we weren't able to coordinate it all so that we could have the celebration as we usually do. And so we'll be better at doing that next year. It'll be great to have your voices encourage and support that. We've had Pride Social step up and say, hey, we're willing to pay for the food and sponsor the music and whatever it is that you need. And really appreciate that and the community coming together to do that, to help out, because we want to make sure that this celebration continues to happen. And I think that is the most important part. So again, thank you so much for being here. Tell your friends to come. Next year, we'll try and plan it where it's not, the flag raising isn't 20 minutes before a council meeting, so that we can actually all enjoy. Let's do it maybe on another night where we can all enjoy and have some performers and take some time to really recognize what this stands for. So thank you so much for being here. Oh, I wanted to I know that you had had your performance here, but I did want to recognize our youth, Austin Abero. Please come over here, Austin. I don't know if you got a chance to talk a little bit about, yourself and your music and your fight. And I would like for you to do that if you could, because when we were looking specifically, having conversations with the board at Pride Social, they were really interested in highlighting the youth. So if you would just say a few words about that.
Hi everyone, my name's Austin Abero. Hope you're all doing well. I'm a young musician who started busking out here in Gilroy and Morgan Hill about a year ago, and fell in love with performing and doing a bunch of stuff for the community. It's real fun. It's really fun just being out here and being able to display my creativity and everything that I love doing about music and everything. But yeah, so you can find me on Austin Abero on all platforms, Spotify and everything. But yeah, let's have fun.
Right on. We'll have to have you come out to a local cafe. All right. Next, we have one of our very own, and he is very special to me because he's been a long time ally and colleague that I've worked with on the council. He was first in many efforts and has championed many efforts I have a really big affinity for, and that's former council member Renee Spring.
Well, it's so good to see you. Happy Pride, everyone. My name is Renee Spring. My pronouns are he, him. And yes, I was the first elderly gay elected council member in all of South County. When I decided to run, early 2016, people in town told me this town is never going to elect someone like you. Well, they were so wrong. I got elected in a landslide. The establishment, they're not wanting me to be in this. But representation matters, right? It matters that we have the right school board members that truly believe in the process, and thank you for all you do. We need city staff members that actually believe in the cause and do what, people always say what the city doesn't want to do it. Well, guess what? The city is us. The city is not city staff. The city is not the city manager. The city is not city council. The city is us. So when I was on the council, I so appreciate my former colleague and friend, Yvonne Martinez Beltran. She was the greatest ally one can have when it comes to causes like this, right? It takes three to make the changes we need in the city to continue it, right? And one of them that I believe will bring in the change we need again is Dolores Alvarado running this year. So Dolores, wave that people know who you are. And if others want to run for mayor or so, speak up, come and do it. No, not me either. No. But one person I truly want to highlight here, my best friend, my love of my life, my husband, Mark Hoffman, is here. You know, there is hope for those of you who are still single. We're approaching our 28th anniversary by the end of this month. So we met in 1998. Yeah. But back then, one could not get married, right, if you're a couple like ours. Finally, 2008, I don't know if you remember that year, Prop 8 was on the way, right? My stepson, Mark's son, Jeffrey, was getting married. So we decided, well, let's get married before, the doors might close, right? Little did we know the doors closed briefly. But so in 2008, we got married, and we still are, and still going strong, believe it or not. So, I found a quote, and I think, oh, no, I don't. Of course, I need to thank Pride Social South County as well, right? When I started being active and literally being out here in this community, it felt very lonely, right? You had to be brave, right? And Mark's my witness. We had our garage sprayed with, and of course, the only color they used, it had to be pink, right? Like, what the heck, right? You got some of those, some of the nastiest letters, emails, phone calls, one can only imagine, right? This city has its dark sides as well, still up to this day, and we need to highlight that. There are organizations up to this day that would never have asked me to join them just because of who I am and who I love. In here in Morgan Hill, right? You have to see that it is happening, right? But I want to read a quote that I saw the other day. It's from Dan Savage, and he's a writer, an activist, a queer activist, and I love it, but I'll read it. I couldn't memorize it. We buried our friends in the morning. We protested in the afternoon, and we danced all night. The dance kept us in the fight because it was the dance we were fighting for. And I love the dance, and no one watches me when I dance. and you know what we have to do is I always say, don't poke the gremlin, right? Because gremlins fight. So right now, Gremlin is quiet, right? But Gremlin is watching what's happening, right? This event was growing and growing during the 8 years I was on the council. The second I'm off the council, the event is shrinking, right? Tells you all, representation matters, right? Do you have to vote for the people that care for you, right? Let's talk about friends, right? A true friend does not tell you, I'm your friend, and then they go and vote for someone who does not respect and love you. That's not a friend, right? A true friend does not say, I'm your friend, I love you, and then they on Sunday they go and participate in a church that does not welcome people like me, does not welcome people like us, does not treat us equally. Those are not friends. Those are maybe a friend with you. Minimally, what you have to do if you're part of those groups or so, right? Speak up when you see wrong, right? I had tough conversation with some of the rabbis and church leaders in this town over the years. You know, when you're a council member, you get invited to any freaking event, and then sometimes I look at people from some of the churches here in South County and said, do you actually know that your church doesn't welcome people like me? And that was an awakening for them. You know, once they meet you, they don't think like that, right? Because they just talk, they have the script, all that blah, 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 that no one believes in other than their communities, maybe. And then they meet you and say, oh, maybe he's not as bad as I thought he was, right? You know, any of us can have a trans child, a queer child, right? It's, my God, you know, I still would cringe, and it's a true statement. When someone who's not now on the council told me when he was running, and he said, well, you know, you made your choice, I made mine. I was always, there's nothing wrong with me. I was born this way. I'm happy as I can be, right? There's nothing wrong. It's not a choice. Who would choose a lifestyle where you get bullied, where people just don't want to talk to you, when people abandon you? And I use the example of, and that's the hardest, that still breaks my heart. You know, we have people, and this event is always, I mention it every time I get to talk here, it's also about Marcus. It was a young, beautiful man that we lost a few years back because of whatever reason, somehow he couldn't deal with the situation. We should not one single life should be lost just because of who that person is and who they love and what they believe in. No one. If we even lose one person, it's one person way too many, and we can stop that, and we have to stop that. And as long as it doesn't stop, the flag has to go up, and we have to celebrate Pride. There's always this question, why do we still have to do it? That's why, and just that you dare to ask that question tells me you don't know what it is. You don't know how it is to be queer in your life. And why didn't you ask a queer person what they think? Should we raise the flag? Should we have a Pride Fest? If you do not ask that question, and only a queer person can answer that question, then you cannot answer it. You cannot speak for our community if you're not part of the community. Allies are welcome, but it's not the same. I cannot speak for Latino people. I cannot speak for Black people, but I know how it feels to be queer. I've always been that way. So when there's election, so you have to ask the tough question to your candidates, right? Don't avoid them, and if they try to avoid, and they will, just keep asking, right? It is so important. We can disagree on certain issues, and we still can be friends, right? But there's certain issues, especially when it comes to this, I don't want to lose more lives, right? When you speak about a healthy Morgan Hill, the queer community is the one that suffers the most, right? Because they struggle so much. You know, it's already tough enough to be young, right? For any kid, right? But to be young and queer, it's awful, right? Imagine, like, you step forward, there's a cliff, I always use that example, and you're this young person about to come out, and you just fall. Sometimes no one catches you anymore. And it happens over and over again in this town. It happens across the Bay Area, it happens across the country, it happens across the world, right? And as long as that still happens, the flag has to go up. It gives us hope. It sends a signal to everyone who visits Morgan Hill. You are welcome here. We want you here. And we give you the hope, right, that there's going to be a better future one day here. So that is why we still need the flag. And when someone asks, why the heck do we still need to do it? It's because you shouldn't even ask that question. You should know already. And if you don't know the answer to that, you're ignorant, right? And you're the wrong person to represent me. It is as simple as that, right? If someone represents a council district, the city, they represent all of us. Like I said, we are the city. We're part of it, not they. We are the city. So believe in that and keep dancing, right? And part of the queer community is always is that we celebrate Pride with joy, right? This is community, right? So I'm so happy so many of you managed to show up after a day at work and squeezed in prior to a council meeting. But you're here, right? So that shows me it means something to you. And I appreciate everyone. I appreciate the city is still doing it. But the city can do so much more, right? A healthy Morgan Hill includes a healthy queer community, period. If you want to come and ask for us to pay more taxes somewhere down the road, you know, you're not going to get my support if you don't do something for our community. It's as easy as that, right? It goes both ways.